Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to throw now on first down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's 2nd and 8.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 57 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. First down.
They run. Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Vikings send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 3.
On second down now. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Shakes off the sack. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
3. Vikings, nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Cook, the Viking ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3. Vikings nothing.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
Justin Jefferson, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. On 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, that one complete. He finds Sharp and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up
one more time with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Andrew Billings able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Dalvin Cook.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ray Baker. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Cook
5 at the 30.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Dalvin Cook.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get on my way a little bit.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pushes him over. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Down Minnesota.
Now Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 30.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Jones with a touchdown run. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And
now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The quarterback on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Justin.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st down, Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The tackle made by Miles Jack.
They'll look to throw this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
First and 10.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Garoppolo over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point. And his these guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The Vikings first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Taken down at the 41.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
On the tackle.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jeffrey Simmons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 45-yard.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Steps away to his left. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
5-yard pickup on the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run, Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.